Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's lesson. In this session, we will be exploring two important Excel functions. For instance, sorting and ranking. These are essentials for organizing and analyzing data efficiently. By the end of this session, I would have expected that you would be able to arrange data in a meaningful order and assign ranks based on specific criteria. Right, so to carry on this one, there are a few steps which I'm going to follow. And the first step is that if you look at the bottom of the sheet, the name of the sheet is sheet one, and I'm going to change the name of the sheet to sorting and ranking. This is just to make it more aligned to what we are going to do today. And then we can refer back to this slide if we have progressed for other formulas, etc. in the future. Right. So sorting and ranking is the first step I have taken for this video. And then if you look at this, I'm just going to increase this bit of the view now so we can see this clearly. Right. So if you look at the top, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make up a data here. Obviously, that data doesn't exist in real world, but it's just for your understanding. I'm going to create that. So here I'm going to write here, for instance, products. Okay. And in products, I'm just going to give them names as A and then B, C, D. So all the alphabets I'm just going to write down in here. So sorry, it shouldn't be products. It should be just the P. So if you can see that I have created the column with products, and the products names are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H up to Z. And on the next column, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to randomly creating the values for these products. So just imagine these are products A, B, C, D, and they have some price tags. And I'm just going to create the price tags randomly. And to create it randomly, there is a built-in formula in Excel which we usually use, and I'm just going to play that in front of you so you all know how we're going to use that. So just for the clarity purposes, I'm just going to write here is the, for instance, I'm just going to say random values. Value is, for instance, is the price. I can just write here as price as well, just for that. Random values and prices. So for instance, how are we going to use the random, how we can create the random values for all these cells. So the built-in formula is, and you remember that any formula in Excel has to be started with equal sign. So you write equal sign first, and then you say um, RAND random. If the time you write RAND and you can see that there's a random between appears, so you can double click onto that or press a tab. So I'm just going to press a tab in here, and then there are two parameters which are given in here. Let me just increase the size of this one if I can allow. Okay, so random between, and there are two parameters, which one you can see is the bottom and top. So these are the two ranges we have to assign. So the values will be automatically randomly generated between the two numbers. So for instance, I start with 1 and go up to 20. So this is, I'm just trying to create as the rand between numbers. So I have to press enter, and you can see a random value has been created. Remember, these values, whatever we create in here, are randomly created by the system itself, and these values cannot go beyond the boundaries. And the boundaries we have set here is whether 1 or 20. Then what I'm going to do is, if you look at this one, there is a small button at the corner, and then the time I keep my mouse over it, it turns into a plus, a small black sign as well. So you have to click and drag it drop to the last cell in here. Here you go. So you can see all the values created randomly. Remember, guys, all these values are randomly created. I have got nothing to do with it. It's a system which has created these values. So when you are watching this video and you are creating these values on your screen, so your values, there is a high chance that your values will be different to the person sitting next to you. Okay, then the next step, what we're going to do here in this is we have to use Control C's because I wanted to make sure that the formula behind these numbers, if you look at the top in here, if you look at the top, this is a formula. So I would like to keep the values but want to remove this formula behind these values. So how I'm going to do it is there is a very simple step you have to follow. So what you need to do is you just highlight it once again, highlight it, and then you press Control C, and then you have to right click onto that one, and then if you look at the screen, you see paste special, you click onto that one, and then you got in the middle corner, right corner, you can see values and source formatting. You click onto that one. It means we are retaining the values, but if you look at the top, you might have noticed that the formula is now is disappeared. So the value, the formula is no longer there, but we can keep these values as generated by the system. Then the next thing is we are going to do is the rank. So how we are going to rank these values. Remember guys, in today's seminar session, we have got few activities to perform in which we learn how we can sort and rank values together, and then we can create some graphs and histograms on the basis of that. So just for now, I just wanted to explain that to all of you, that it's this data does not exist in real, but it's just for your explanation purposes, so you understand it. So once we have finished the products, and then we have got random values or prices, and then we have to rank the prices as per we do it. So again, in Excel, we have a formula which is called the rank formula, and we start with equal sign, and then the time you have to write is rank here. The time you press rank, you write rank, and then in the middle you can see that one, rank itself, press tab, and then you have three parameters. If you look at the first one is number with a comma, and then we have ref is reference, and then order. Order is obviously is going to be ascending or descending order. So what are the first two things? So let's dissect it. So the first one, I'm giving a value. So I want the rank to start from the first value in here, which is C3 in this instance, and then I have to press comma, and then we move on to the reference. I wanted to give the reference of all the values of this column. All these values is my reference, and I go back, and then I press comma again, and then if you look at the screen, you see there are two options now, whether you want in ascending or descending order. So what I'm going to do is, just for now, I am getting into ascending order. I press tab, and I can close the tab. And also, one important step, which I would like all of you not to miss it, if you look into the middle value here, which is a reference, if you highlight it and then you press F4, remember